been funded by We Effect, and we are the implementing partner together with Zambia Climate Change Network. So it's been implemented in Nyimba District, where we were last week, and this week we're starting some trainings here in Petauke. So some of our activities, we have to train farmers in sustainable agriculture practices. And some of those sustainable agriculture practices is agroecology, where we don't encourage more of chemicals in the fields, external inputs, but we encourage farmers to be using what's around them. It's more like organic agriculture, where they are just using the compost, the tin manures, the local seeds. We want them to appreciate even these indigenous seeds and all that. So we are targeting mainly women farmers or youth. Yeah, so that's how it's supporting. And we want 50 farmers, to train 50 farmers. Eventually, there will be trainer of trainers. Um, the activities that we're starting with, it's a 4 days activity. Yeah, so the 2 days are going to be for theory, and then one day we're going to do practicals, and then one day we want to make some demonstration plots. Yes. Basically, yeah, that's more about the project. We want to help. We want to, if you can provide us with some officers or extension officers, even one or two, that can be able to also train in what we're doing.
I believe that's the reason why I say that we are here now to work with your office. Because the camp officers, they are the ones that are already on the ground with these people. And that's the reason why even during the trainings, you have seen that we want to highly involve these camp officers because we know that it's the issue of mind change. So these people, they can be talking, at least trying to change their minds here and there, here, but eventually, with time, when they start seeing the benefits, they will start changing slowly. But we're not expecting them to actually, all of them, to change their mind at once because the project really, the period is short. Um, but what we are hoping for is that if at all we can have, even maybe out of 50, you have 10 people that have at least seen the importance of agroecology and are able to appreciate that, then you have already begun exploiting that, and that can expand. We're not really expecting to have a huge number change because we know that VC also it kind of adds incentive to their sticking to this conventional type of farming method. You're giving them inputs and everything, so that it's going to be a kind of a big work. But once they see the importance of agroecology and how cost effective it is, probably some will start coming back and then realizing how this project is really important. But ideally, is we really want to just work with the office. So the issue of mind change, it will not only be on us now, it will be also on you as the ministry, because I know you actually know, you understand and know very well the importance of agroecology, and looking at how acidity our soils have become. They are no longer producing the way they used to produce a long time ago. Even if they apply this fertilizer, you understand very well, and you even know very well that it is only agroecology that is going to reverse this. And I think that's the reason why we're saying that, okay, let us just initiate something with the ministry so that also they can have an entry point where they can start also influencing agroecology. And that's where this project is coming in. So he has actually alluded that we have just, begun like the project is short time, but there might be future plans as well where we might try to expand, this thing and to just kickstart everything. As an organization, what we have actually done is what he really mentioned after the trainings. We are going to provide those local variety seeds. And the reason we are doing that is because we saw from the past El Nino that passed, you saw that people that were practicing agroecology in this area, some of the areas like in Chirundi, in southern province, this is the same catchment area. They were able to harvest something, unlike those who are practicing conventional farming. So there are such benefits that we are hoping that after the farmers were hit, they felt the impact of conventional farming, when climate change really hit us that much. And then when we can bring in examples of saying, okay, look, conventional, the people who did conventional, they never harvested anything. But these who did agroecology, they harvested something. We are going to strike something, a thought in their mind, because they knew how they really lost during this period. And that is what we just need to ignite a spark in them, to start thinking twice, so that even if they are doing conventional at a larger scale, they can start at a smaller scale with agroecology. Then when they start seeing the benefits, they will start expanding on their own, because now they'll be able to see that, okay, this is really good and this is really cost effective. And that is basically the whole idea of this project, to just spark something somewhere together with your ministry. Yeah, I said this is the point that I want to really emphasize, because I know that you are definitely the people on the ground. You are the people that advise these farmers, and if they are the people that can really help, maybe 60% help in converting the farmer's mind, it is your ministry. And that's the reason why we are saying no. Even the trainings, we had included the ministry. Say, okay, let the ministry also be part and parcel of this. Let us not only take it to them, they already understand the importance of agroecology. So it will be easier for them to adopt, and then now, or to take up this project, try to also push the agenda.
We'll give you the support that you need as Minister of Agriculture. You see, when you look at the population of Petauke, 259,000 individuals, then 127,000 farmers. As Minister of Agriculture alone, we cannot manage to reach out to all these people. So with your support and other stakeholders, they definitely will be able to score. This year, I think we attended some meeting where results were shared by the research institution, where we learned that the whole of Eastern Province, the soils are degraded. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of the soils are acidic. Yeah. And there's a company based in Lusangazi. They are in the production of lime. Right now they are busy, campaigning that farmers start the utilization of lime. And at least the State House supported that. The presidential delivery unit. Yeah, they partnered with this company, and some more dissemination to the farming community is being done. So what I'm trying to say is that we should also use that office, the presidential delivery unit, to champion some of these there are good things that we are trying to promote. At least if there is some will at that level, you would see that it will be very easy even for the farmers to follow.
Ufuna kali na kali makolo wasu ole unga uti kulia lomba sunga wakuti kapani kuti ole tuina kungwena chabe kuti ni mavuto tiala kwa masa tukuina kufumbira musima yenze kale no. No. Ipo mbeu zinyingi zakale zotoki tishantanzi bantu ole bana mukankhala kumunda mukulia vava kuminda vitunguza kuti vimang'uta mavwembe vonse varasumu kuchoma the whole day mukulia beba vava kuminda koma lomba sunga choma the whole day ukalie kulia kantu kalikosi. So ni chabwino yo system tieni tijokere kuvuli kwichoka makolo basu tiwone mwetinga titiani neni newotemwa andi nawo masuka ole nane pangu mungazodiyesa ko pamoja ndi kali ni mbali mwa njira ningazoyesa kuti atione munthu aliyesa oneko chifukwa 10 years kusogolo zabwino kuli
Nzo.
10 years kusogolo zabwino kuli chifukwa bamene vinchere vazala vuvugula vantu vufuna komola koma ole zikomole vimerelini nishinjale kuya kuni ngeli kuyapa sogolo but local maize ngati mwayikomola ni vinchere vokosa kodi vikankhala mchimphaka vinchere ni vokosa vichita livonongeka lini.
Government alone cannot manage. We need partners to come on board. So you were talking about the local seed. What type of local seed are you providing to the farmers? I think you're aware that Petauke is amongst the 87 districts that was hit in the last farming season in terms of drought. So what type of local seed are we providing to them? Because I think what the weather forecast is showing us this year is from 11th November up to close to March, somewhere there we must have enough rainfall. So we must provide them seed that will be able to sustain those months. And you found me out because we had PDCC yesterday, and where PS equally emphasized that as our farmers are benefiting from the FISIP program, we must emphasize to them equally to buy lime because our fields are depleted. So it's good that you've come on board. I hope you add on the message because we've been telling them to get lime, but I think I've observed that a number of our farmers are not abiding to that.
For us as district administration, our role is to facilitate. I think all these are some of the efforts aimed at increasing productivity in the district. Particularly if we speak about maize production, we are thinking all efforts around helping us to contribute towards the 10 million metric tons that the president has set as a target for the next few years. Then we are at your disposal just to make sure that so you can bank on us.
Alimi wangu zithandiziketi yani yapatile kuno so kuchoka yesterday kufika lero naona kuti maphunziro aliko ni maphunziro kuti angati ave kuti tisunge nthaka na umoyo wasu mwatilile kuti ko toendera pa since fertilizer lomba wafika podule so yesterday nzo tuja kona za malimito ya ulimi wa makolo wakale so bwino naona uta kampu yangu ichiteko benefit kulingana na project mwawera nipo nawayamikira zikomo.
Nifuna kuonga zikomo kuli organization wanwabwera ba CEJ na ba ZCCN na ba WIFIT bavamne batiretera kuno tuyamikira kwa mbiri chifukwa ulimi wamne baleta stenzo ziba tenzononga ndrama zambiri konongera ku fertilizer yamne yaononga ntaka koma pa maphunziro yawo yamne batiphunzisa awe nayamikira chifukwa manje zambosebenzesa vintu vamne tili navo tenzona munga vili benchito koma zambosebenzesa manyowa ng'ombe zamne tinazo zambotengako manyowa nopeleka kumunda vintu vatu zambokula na tanzi yamne tizambononga ndrama yogulira vintu kuti viti onongere kumunda batipunsa mushe maningi tabayamikira bapitirize na maphunziro aya chifukwa nangu bana manje zakara free ndrama zamne tenzo nongera ku fertilizer zambopeleka mushe manje kubatandizako ku groceries for school.
Today here we are with farmers who had some trainings in agroecology, and we are here setting up on a school of excellence which will be promoting the use of local seeds and various ways in which they can be farming, in which nature will still be balanced. And the sole purpose of doing this project is for them farmers to have their own seed, to have their own seed banks, so that they don't depend on these hybrid varieties which usually come at a cost.
We are here to tell them on how to do their demos and how they are going to benefit them in the sense that they are going to bring back the soil fertility, and also they are going to improve their soils, and soils will be healthy,
And also we want to encourage them to avoid soil erosion. Hence, they need to do these practices so that they should be remembering each time they are doing them. It's difficult for them to remember if they don't practice, but it's easy for them to remember if they practice.
We are in Eastern Province with the farmers here in Petauke. We began our project in Nyimba, but now we are in Petauke. And this is because Eastern Province is one of the provinces that was hit by climate change. And this is because of the ecological zones in which in which Petauke and Nyimba all both fall in. You know, as Eastern Province, they fall under the ecological zone 1. And this is a zone that has been receiving less rainfall each and every year. We are seeing that the amount of rainfall that they are receiving keeps on reducing each and every year. And then we have realized that these are two provinces also that produce a lot of food for the country of Zambia, because the bumper harvests in terms of maize, it normally comes from Eastern and Southern province. But these are the two areas, again, that have been affected badly or highly with the issue of climate change, with this El Nino that hit the country so bad. So now what we have done as an organization, together with our funders who are We Effect, is that we have realized that there are other techniques, or should I say the water harvesting systems, that these farmers can still be using, so that the little rains that they receive at least is used for production. So what we are doing behind me, as you can see, they are making what we are calling the half moon. So a half moon is basically a system that will be able to keep water. Any rains that fall on it to be able to keep and to make sure that that water goes underground and feeds the crops properly. Eastern Province is a province that is known to have hilly landscape. So what happens is that normally there is just water flow, and then water cannot really be stored at one point, and then crops cannot really benefit from that water. So what we are doing with our systems is that we are trying to teach farmers, or have taught the farmers on how to make the moon, the half moon, so that they can be keeping the little water that comes in. The province is well known also for having acidic soil. So this is because of the high agricultural production rates that are actually in the area. You know, most of the people here, their main source of income is coming from agriculture. Everyone is into agriculture, and they have really invested much in agriculture, and have invested a lot of fertilizer in the soil, and that has made the soil to be even more acidic. But with this project, what we are doing now is that we are teaching them about agroecology. We are teaching them to refrain from the use of fertilizer, instead to go now for organic use of fertilizer. So now that organic, they can go organic way, there are a lot of benefits. And one of the benefits is that we are going to bring back the soil to life. And then the other thing is that the production is also going to increase. So what was seen when we were hit by this drought was that farmers that were practicing organic farming were able to harvest something, but the farmers that were unable to practice organic farming, farmers that just relied purely on conventional farming and the use of fertilizer, they never harvested anything. So people have lost hectares and hectares of land due to this same use of organic fertilizer, and that is the use of conventional types of farming, or just application of the synthetic fertilizers. That is something now that doesn't in this project we are kind of trying to discourage, so that now we can take these people back to the roots where they used to use agroecology and they used to produce enough.